if you did read them every day, I would probably, I know what you mean. They get familiar to you,
Yeah, just got to eat this blind.
but I was just thinking about the impact on your brain, like to read that and energize that over and over and over again. It gets so deep seated into your brain that it becomes, what you focus on grows, and that's where the energy goes. And so that's such a good concrete example, even no matter what the thoughts are that you may be having, those particular life-giving, love-affirming kind of thoughts are so healthy and energizing within the marriage. And thank you also for sharing about church, because Cameron and Susan, I mean, that it's a privilege to be a Christian, and the privilege to be able to worship with someone you love is it. Oh my goodness. I've never had that in my life. And that's one of the most exciting components of my relationship now with my boyfriend, is the fact that we are Christians and we're pursuing God together, and that I can sit in a church service next to someone. We're enjoying the same praise and worship music. We're hearing the same message. We're elbowing each other. We're squeezing our hands. It's meaningful in a way that is, well, it's spiritually meaningful and profound, and it is such a privilege. And so I would challenge you, yes, get back into church, and you won't be sorry. But anyway, oh, what a delightful time with you all. I love it that you're just so real and transparent, and because the stories that you have shared and your relationship, these things are what other people can kind of hang on to. And they think, if Susan and Cameron can do this, even though sometimes it may be a little bit bumpy, they are willing to learn. They're sinking their teeth in. They're not going to focus on thoughts like it's over, it's all done, or that kind of catastrophic thinking that goes down the rabbit hole and spirals down. No, they're going to pull back, communicate, be honest and transparent, and encourage each other and ask each other, what can I do to be better, to be your better mate? I mean, you all have brought so many inspirational little tidbits and nuggets to the conversation. So I really appreciate that. And I want everyone to know where they can contact you. Susan, your art; Cameron, your ministry. If really quickly you could give us some details on that, and I'll put all of that in the show notes as well.
Thank you. Art is kind of a therapy for me too. So I have like a Susan Mills art studio. One of my biggest passions, and it was on a recent podcast of Victoria's, is my Autism Tribe. And it's a nonprofit that I developed or created a few years ago. And it is dedicated for the autism community, and bringing awareness and inclusivity to the communities around us. And that's myautismtribe.org.
Thank you so much. Cameron?
I did painting.
Oh, did you? I guess it's hard to say where they can find it.
SusanMillsArtStudio.com.
Thank you. So my ministry is cmm21.com, which stands for Cameron Mills Ministry. And then my number at UK was 21, as you see in the background. Though I think that looks like 12 or 15 or something now if it's reversed. But I've been doing that for 24 years, I think, since 1998, whatever many years that is. And it's what I'm called to do. I've got another job that pays my bills, or pays our bills. And, but that's what I feel called to do, and will do in some form or another the rest of my life. But I just travel around and speak at churches. I fill pulpits when pastors are on vacation or they're sick, as was in the case last weekend. And it's something I've always just felt like this is what I'm supposed to do. So that's cmm21.com. It's on Cameron Mills Ministries and on Facebook as well. And that's the best way to get in touch.